Hi, I'm Alex. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome to my channel. And for those of you who have seen any of my videos before, thank you for stopping by this one because it has been ages. I will be putting out a video in the next week or so, just going over some of the things that are going on with the channel, why I stopped doing it, that whole thing. But I am back. Not consistently necessarily, depending on how things go, but I'm going to try to be more here. I haven't disappeared, just haven't been posting. Today's video is different, and the video coming out will explain why the sudden turn from what I've been doing, which, you know. But, little backstory to today's video. Here on YouTube, there is a dancer who goes by Charissahoo. Charissahoo. I think it might be the second one. I am terrible with names and I do apologize. I will put a link to her channel in an iCard or whatever they're called here or down here somewhere. Somewhere there'll be a link to her channel. She's amazing. She actually does tutorials on how to do K-pop dances. And she does some reactions here and there. And she's a really great YouTuber, a great dancer. That first and foremost, she's a great dancer. But she recently did a contest to win a VAV album. Those of you who listen to them know who they are. Those of you who don't, go check them out. You might like them. But as you may tell from the fact I'm recording this, I won one of them. And she did ask, just because she was excited for us as well, that we post a little clip to Instagram of us unboxing them. And I said, you know what? That's fine. But I'm going to post it to YouTube because I'm too excited and I want to share it with everyone anyway. So that is today. I am going to attempt to do a top down. We'll see if that works. If not, we're going to be playing with camera angles today for you to see this. The only thing I have done is I've opened the box up so that I didn't have to fight with it and so that you guys didn't see, personal information stuff. This literally arrived this morning. Okay, this is the best I can do for the moment. Once I actually get it out and all that or whatever, we'll figure this out. Also, if any of you happen to know how to do top down with like a bendy leg tripod and a table, I'll accept that help. And apparently the box was holding the tripod up. Go figure. So this is, you don't want to see that. That's what you want to see. Fun fact, I did not actually know what album they were sending. I pretty much knew nothing other than, hey, we're sending you a VAV album. And I was like, done. I'm there. I don't know if I have ever shared this, but I have a background in photography. It's what I was trained for. You would never know based on the quality of my videos, but I do. When I tend to look through these, I still kind of look through them through that photographer lens. So it's not always like, hey, super fanboying out, and it's just but at any rate. I actually really love this color. That is a great offset to this whole image. The only thing I would say is I guess it was done on purpose, probably. But there's a lot of, like, if you look here, there's a lot of harsh lighting on him that's creating, also sorry for the shaking table. This setup is not stable. There's a lot of hard lighting on him that's leaving a lot of trailing shadow here. And it just kind of looks a little weird. Oh. Just like from a perspective of someone putting things together. This is not I don't like it, whatever. It's not. But this, they could have split, when they took the photo, they could have done it in a way that the bleed, which is what happens in between here, and also when they cut off here, that they could have reduced this so it didn't have half of his shoulder kind of looking like it's disconnected. And I appreciate that the writing up here, which is all the songs, is very unobtrusive to the image itself. I don't know why this suddenly became a photography and layout thing. That's just where I went with this. Love his hair with his skin tone. That is a really nice combo. Actually, in general, this is a really nice picture. Yes, this is going to end up being a long video because you're watching it as I am. It's an interesting patterning for that. I wonder if it's a double layer where the sweater is a separate piece, or if it's a faux double sweater where they just connected the pieces here to make it look like a sweater. I wonder if I can crochet that. That'd be cool. I do like the movement in this picture. That's really nice. They did a really good job with that one. An old camera? Like, is that one of those old cameras? It might actually be. Or is that supposed to be a camcorder? That is a really good leading picture into a new section. That's that idea of pulling you into the picture. That's really nice. That is adorable. Love, I honestly, I love the pictures where they're kind of inviting you into the world they're creating of the picture. It's a genius move. That's a very calm, serene. I like the fact they added color against his black outfit. That was a really smart move. I'm surprised. They've been doing at least one picture drawing you in, and his section did not have any pictures like that. Weird choice. That's just rude. Back to the pictures drawing you in. That's really cool. I like the seashell. They made a good choice in connecting it to the background he's in. Yes, I sound really calm and uninterested. I'm not. It's just very... believe it or not, and by that I mean, how can you not believe it? I've never actually recorded myself opening one of these, and this is actually my thought process when I'm going through these. Holy heck, his hair. I may have forgotten they did that to his hair. I feel like that shot could have been replaced, like these two shots could have been replaced with something a little more interesting. Like one is okay, but these two are so similar and so like static. It makes him look more like a doll than a person. They probably like could have done one and then maybe having him turning or having him doing something just to flow the images through better. This feels like such a static page. Do like this pose though. He pulled it off well. Again, the pulling in images. I do like that they went from this to, this is what I was saying about how you have the one image and then you have two that kind of are related but then change slightly. It adds more interest. Great front image for that, for the same reason. Another example of what I was talking about of having slight differences and just make it more interesting. That's adorable, these two. Group images, or at least paired images. That's adorable. I do like that they gave him the color that was offset by his hair and then the bright color against his darker. It just makes it stand out and pop a little more, which is probably why they put those two next to each other anyway. Oh, there's the bookmark. Why is there a bookmark? Okay, that's cool. Again, this, and I understand because they wanted to do a large image, they really couldn't with a pairing like this. They at least kind of made it a little less visible, but I probably would have either chosen to do a singular or have them here and then bring the background across. That way it's not as obtrusive. That's really cool. I like that. I don't know how I feel about the outfit, but there's always at least one questionable outfit in every photo shoot. I don't care what group it is. Every group is prone to at least one. I like this. This is a really good image. It provides connection without being connected, because it's like, hey, I'm aware that you're watching or that you're there. We were taught there were cardinal sins to photography. One of them being that you do not cut an image off at the wrist because it looks so awkward. This almost does it, and in truth, this image actually gets away with it because it's such a small portion and the rest of the background is just background that's kind of blurred out. I just think that's really funny that they managed to get away with it with almost breaking that rule. It's a really nice image though. More than likely, he is actually taller than him. Yeah, you can see it. He's slightly, just slightly taller. By having him bend his head, they've created a sort of curved shape here, which just generally makes an image more appealing if it has more curved shapes to it. But I do like that they used his red coat as a draw to pull your eye into it. That's really smart, especially considering their two outfits are more neutral in tone. They used him as that pop of color. It's a really nice shot, actually. I will say I kind of like the close-up more, but that's personal preference of I've always preferred close-ups. Do like that change. You get a very distinct personality from each of them. That's really smart. Group. The actual group images. I like that they switched who had the bright color and then made everyone more in line. That's a really well done layout. Nice. See, again, typically you would not cut off at the knee, but because they went just under it, it works out. And I actually like the cropping on this more than the full image. Personal preference. I'm weird like that. Love this angle. I know it's awkward typically because it's an upshot, but something about it is very intense, and it's probably partially his look, but I really like this. And it's very much offset by the fact this one looks more innocent, and that's really cool. Is that a giant bubble in front of him? I think that is. That's really neat. How many times did it take him to do that shot? I'll tell you right now, that took ages probably. That's cool. I like that. This is a really nice set of pictures. Again, that I appreciate anytime I recognize that something was very difficult to get, because you're working with what essentially is soap and glycerin. That stuff is so not typically gonna do what you want. That's really cute. I like that one. This is another good one, although personally I probably would have not left so much of the sky at the top, but I get what they were going for, and it's really nice. That is so cute. I like the simplicity of that outfit too. Did not realize those were combat boots. Or maybe they're not combat boots, but they're definitely boots. That's an interesting look to go with that really soft sweater. See, this is one of those examples. I love this larger shot because of the way it's cropped. That's really cool. I'm curious how they... Oh, we'll get to you photo card in a minute. You know, I think I like this one. Just looks a little, I don't know. Oh, there too. Okay, what's going on? I don't know what comes in these things anymore. Oh, I am going to translate that later because I don't know. Yay. That's a great picture. And this is... That's adorable. They made it a Polaroid. That is adorable. Ah, yeah. Okay. Those get set aside for... See, even subtle changes like that, that's really nice. Love that outfit too. Very, very simple, but very nice. Look, the shirt looks better with the jacket on. I'm not, personal opinion and all that, but also, what is that? Are those like scribble people? Because that's really interesting. I really do like the way they did the group photos. That's really, oh my gosh, I can't turn pages. That's great. That's a great shot. And they got away with putting the split here because your focus is on their faces for the most part, so you're not going to notice this. And even that, the difference isn't that big. That's a really well laid out shot. From the cover, except on a different angles. They're different, you know what I mean. The same background as the cover. Are these? They put lyrics in? Oh, I love when they put lyrics in. Helps so much. So much help. Yes, at some point I do go through and actually read this. Well, that's nice that they put all the social media in case you're unaware of it. Like, I don't think I had their YouTube. No, I had their YouTube and I only just found out that they had an official Instagram. Something like that. You know, even this lineup is a really nice lineup. It's a great way. Just do a simple logo and there's the CD. It's like, that's a great one. That's a great image to put on the CD because it very much has them focused on you. So even as you're putting the CD in, you're drawn into that. That's really nice. Also, I didn't realize it, but along the side, they actually have their names still. Here. Oh, it is this way. Sorry. It has their names. That's really cool. That's a nice detail. And the back is just that simple. That is this album. I am super excited. I am very happy to have gotten it. And I don't have an ending for this other than I will see you in my next video, which hopefully will not take ages again. And I'll leave you with this image of them. VAV. Bye.